What's going on, guys? It's your girl, Easy Breezie. All right. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my standards, my personal standards, what my standards used to be and what they are now, and how they even changed in the first place. All right. So, so I didn't even have standards before. I didn't have a list of things that a guy had to have for me to date him. It was only if you were cute and if you liked me, then you had a fighting chance with me. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have no standards. All right. So I used to attract, I'm sorry, I don't want to say attract. I used to allow guys in my life that were not even compatible with me. You know, we really didn't have nothing in common. The only thing that they had to have to be around me and to fondle me was being cute and liking me. I guess those were my only standards. So I found myself getting in situations where they were meaningless, they were shallow. I would always be getting hurt or feeling like, why do I keep attracting guys that don't like me? Or I never really have things with guys that I can relate with them to. And I really thought I was a weirdo because none of the guys that I talked to were interested in things that I liked. You know, I felt like a nerd when I was little. I still am a nerd because I just live to gain new information. And none of the guys I talked to were really like that. Like, they were always just kind of like, I don't know, like, just not like me at all. Like, every time I would talk to a guy, only thing we can talk about was just like worldly shit, like love and hip hop or something. We couldn't really talk about things that I had a true interest in. And not only that, is I used to get played. I used to get used for my delicious energy, and guys really didn't take me serious, and they didn't like look at me how I thought they should. And I just went through so many pointless ass relationships. And one day I was telling my friend, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I feel like I'm the perfect girl. You know, I'm loving. I know how to tap into my femininity and, you know, become domesticated and follow behind, you know, my man if I had one. And I make money, I'm beautiful, I'm independent. Like, what guy would not want me? Like, I didn't understand it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what more do I need to have? You know? And my friend was like, I'm gonna tell you why. She was like, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but you don't have no standards. And I was like, you're right. It hurt. It hurt because it's like, damn. That kind of felt like a low blow a little bit, you know? But it's what I needed to hear because she was right. I didn't have a list of things that a guy had to have to be with me. All he had to do was be cute and like me. That's the only thing he had to do. And two of those things don't even take effort. So basically, he had to put no effort into being around me. He didn't have to put no effort into getting to know me. He didn't have to put no effort in anything. I didn't have no standards. I didn't have no standards. And after that day, I was on YouTube and I was searching videos how to attract love right? One of the main videos that stuck out at me, this lady said, you have to write down everything you want in a guy. This is creating your list of standards. Listen closely. She said you have to write down all the character traits that you want in a guy. Most likely, it's going to be a reflection of you. I wanted a guy that was compassionate. I wanted a guy that was a hustler. I wanted a guy that was patient, forgiving. I wanted a guy that cared about his health and his physical appearance. I wanted a guy that took pride in hygiene and smelling good. Like, I wrote down everything. I wrote down like a 20 characteristic list. She said, fold it up, put it under your pillow, read it periodically, just in case you forget. And now that you know this, and it's now in your conscious mind rather than your subconscious mind, then you'll choose them better, right? But if you're not aware of what you want in a guy, if you don't write this stuff down and it's not in the top of your mind and in your conscious mind, then you'll let anything happen to you. You'll talk to any fucking body. So I read the list every now and then just to remind myself, just to freshen up. So when I went out, I would very consciously, very intentionally look for these qualities in the people that I talk to. All right. So before, I kept on getting played. I kept on talking to guys that I had no compatibility with. And before, the guys I talked to didn't have to do anything to get with me. They could have been a bum on the street. As long as he had dreads and a grill, you can get my number. I didn't know myself at all. So now that I'm a lot smarter, have a lot more wisdom, and I don't want to keep on going through the same cycles until I'm 55 years old, I keep my new standards at the forefront of my mind. I damn near say this to myself every day. My new standards for myself are three things. Number one, he has to be on my level mentally. Yes, I be having chemistry with a lot of guys. I'm bad as fuck. Of course I'm gonna have chemistry with you. I have chemistry with a lot of people, okay? Chemistry is not, look, forget chemistry, all right? If we can't have a conversation about something other than, so what do you do? Yeah, this is what I do. Yeah. No. Do you know something about stocks? Do you know something about business? Do you know anything about advertisement? Do you know anything about investing? Do you know anything about spirituality? Do you know about astrology? Do you know about biology? Do you know about exercising? What do you know about? If you cannot match me mentally, we can't talk. We can't talk. Number two, spiritually. You have to be able to match me spiritually. If you don't have any spiritual practices, if you don't know about yourself, if you don't study astrology like I do, and if you don't have peace and wholeness in your life, if you can't match me spiritually, there is no way in God's name we can be together. I can't even talk to you because I'm wasting my time. And I'm not teaching you. This is a journey that you have to take yourself, okay? Once you get there, maybe we'll vibrate on the same frequency, so we'll meet again one day. Until then, we can't talk. Number three, you have to meet me financially, all right? Now, I ain't no millionaire. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire, but I am saying that if I want to go somewhere, or if I want to meet up with you and, we're in our beginning stages of dating, guess what? You're not coming to my house. You're not coming to my house until I know you, until I know who you are. So if you don't have money to go get crab legs, if you don't have money to see a movie, if you don't have money to Uber places, if you don't have, we can't talk. We can't talk. And even then, once I found out how you make your money, that's important to me as well. I like someone that makes some money and creates a lifestyle from their own gifts and talents. That's a recession-proof income. If you are in touch with yourself and you've developed your talents and you a master at 3 different things you do and you can make money regardless, that's so attractive to me because that's how I am. So I would love a guy that can make money off his talents and off his gifts. What? Especially if you're sustaining a lifestyle off your gifts and talents and you don't have to clock in. What? So attractive. So attractive. Recession proof. So attractive. All right. So these are the 3 things that a guy has to have in order for me to take him serious. All right. Now I'm going to get into the bridge, how I found out about this. Now, there's 2 ways you can learn about yourself and what you want. Number 1 is being in solitude, studying your chart. And number 1, being in solitude, understand who you are. Be by yourself. You know, so when you're alone and you're soaking up your own energy and you're loving being around yourself, it's easy for you to identify who you don't want around you. It's easy for you to say, I don't really want you in my house. You know, so you have to be alone. If you're always around people, you're always soaking up other people's energies. Shit, y'all swapping dreams, y'all swapping thoughts. Shit, your type might be your friend's type. That might not even be your type. Be alone so you can understand yourself, therefore know what you want. All right? So number 1 is being in solitude. Number 2 is the negative way. The way you learn yourself is being in a toxic situation and you end up getting hurt or you end up hurting someone else. And off of being scarred from that situation, you say, whoa, I never want to do that again. And out of fear, now you change. Now you start to figure yourself out, right? So number 1, I learned from being hurt. I learned from being in the house, trying to watch something that expanded my mind and my consciousness, and my boyfriend walking in the family room like, you always watch some educational shit. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to watch? You know? Or me trying to show him spiritual videos and how to break the curse of the Black family and doing all this type of stuff that I thought he would appreciate. And once I turned the video on, he put on his headphones. I learned what I don't like from wasting my time. I learned what I don't like from being hurt. I learned what I don't like from hurting other people. I don't want to do that again. You know, I don't want to do that again. So now that I live alone and now I can soak up my own. Now that I can soak up my own energy and now that I really, really know myself, I can go out now and I can identify with a quickness if I want to be around you or not. All right. So listen. If you girls don't have no standards or your standards are, if your standards are material, I hope you're ready for what comes with wanting a guy that only has material possessions. Okay? Now, if your standards are on a different type of plane, if you are writing down the characteristics, the personality traits that you want someone to have, then you're more likely to attract someone who's compatible with you and that will work long term. All right. And listen, if you take care of yourself enough, you take care of your body, you make sure you're good, you get your money up, you're going to attract a guy with all the character qualities that you want. And he might have the cherry on top, and he might have the car, the bank account, the whatever to pour into you. You'll never know. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember, if you are trying to attract your love, your soulmate, then you have to know what you want. The universe is not going to send you something that you asked for. It's going to send you what you are emitting. All right. And you have to know yourself. You have to know what you want. Shoot. If I'm ordering at McDonald's, I can't say, give me what you know I need. Just give me what you know I would like. No, they don't know what you want. You have to tell them what you want. You have to be knowledgeable about yourself, self-aware. All right. So write down all the good qualities, all the good personality traits that you want your soulmate to have, just so you can keep it in your conscious mind. Because before, it may have been back there swimming around, you know, you didn't really remember when you were talking to guys. You kind of just got blinded with love, or what you thought was love, was probably really lust. So, yeah, remind yourself every single day what you want. So now when you go out, you know, you think of that list and you say, okay, well, he kind of matches this list. Or you can say, he's not on that list, so I'm not even gonna waste my time. All right. If you are not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that and turn on your notifications. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all later.